Mhm. All right, Be Kind, episode 13. And Cara lejumbera yobono ireokedo sajuni. Uh, Today, my guest is, I'm sure now everybody is aware of who my guest is. So, Jumal, let me invite him. All right. Okay, I've invited. Damn. Mhm. Okay, I'm waiting for him. That's a Jumal. Okay. Kajira Zedo Nabu. And meanwhile, if you have any questions, go ahead. Hello, hi. And yes, Misty, I think you're there. So I've already invited you, Misty. So can you join this live? That's Shume. Okay, I'm sending it to Misty. Okay, I think he's online. So that's Shume, viewers.
Oh,
Oh,
hi.
good, good. How are you?
Good evening, bro.
Legendary, bro.
Yes, bro. All good.
Yeah, man. So, and Kachilo, ki dus legendary go, bro.
Yes, you're audible. Like you go ahead.
Go ahead. And first of all, viewers, this is Be Kind, and I'm here with my guest. Of course, no, he doesn't need any introduction because he's very, very popular and is one of the most renowned singer-songwriters and my personal favorite, Mr. Terrace.
Wow, thanks, bro. Thanks. That was a great intro, lah. Kadiche. So happy to be here. And I hear that this episode has been doing really well, going really well. Getting lots of support, engaging people at the same time. So, Tashidalag, and so happy to be here.
Okay, and uh, viewers that you got tama nila viewers lo juja go bela if you tama interaction lasts maybe 10-20 minutes and we'll do it we'll involve Misty to interact with the viewers lah. But as of now, Misty and me will go with the flow more lah.
Sure, bro. Yeah.
And on Be Kind, we're trying to make it as live and as casual as possible. So we'll ngage mapachulu la lasara jugo bi dunkarai te irwe. I will deduct all the last for you. So my apologies. Chui katule bere ngajarani yatu tebera tang yakore.
Please, bro. It's me who have to do the lal. You're my senior, huge fan. So, anyways, like you said, I'm okay. Top.
Okay,
So we're
bro.
gonna do without the last.
Yes. The Misty, how's lockdown treating you?
Now getting used to it because everyone is, I think, getting used to it. It's getting easier, and after a while you're inside, you find reasons to make yourself busy, get engaged, and then make some good plans. So it's also been a wonderful time to catch up on so many other things that we uh, completely took it for granted. So I'm okay.
Okay, brother. So, I'm a little bit curious about the name Misty Terrace. So, like, why the name Misty Terrace?
Okay, last. Uh, I think we started this band in college. So when we, big dreamers, all big time dreamers, musicians, songwriters. So a bunch of us met, and then we wanted to publish our album, record our album, and then there was a need for a name that collectively represented the music that we believed in. So it's about the uplifting tunes and melodies that we imagine that we produce. So at least we attempt to produce. So mist refers to those, the clouds and the mist that they lift you up, taking to this completely different world. So it's a form of escapism as well. Not
Okay.
saying the world is bad or where we live is bad, but a little bit of imagination, and then that escapism is a good thing in life. So it has provided us with the other many songs that we listen to in college, in high school, many other bands and artists and musicians that we look up to. So they give this powerful, this tremendous, enormous power of art to transport, to entertain, to imagine. So we're totally inspired, and then we wanted to do this for the rest of our life as well.
Uh, okay, man. That's quite deep. Nice. I think it's me personally. I like your songs very much. I think the
Thanks, bro.
lyrics, the tune, the flow, and 철학이 songi dele 철학이 gashodira amongst your own songs. So, which one's your favorite and why, brother?
Well,
Something that put
yeah,
close to your.
yes, bro. I think I've been asked that question many times, and it's been difficult. I mean, each time to answer it, because each song uh, took us quite a time to bring it out front, making from the time that we take in the studios to finding the videographer to the ones who are producing it. So I think each song is very close, very very deep for us. It's very personal as well. So every time I answer with the same stuff, that I can't say which is my personal favorite. So um, I think it's all of them. It means
Okay.
every one of them means different thing to us.
Okay, I think well said. Because even I personally, when somebody asks me which one's my favorite movie amongst my own movies, uh, I get stuck because even though movies and for you the songs, even though it's inanimate, doesn't have any like 독도르르베 미베 미리베로, but to pick one, we don't feel comfortable more. Like even
That's
though
true.
not animate like us human beings, but even though it's inanimate, we somehow have a tough time picking one particular piece of art that we can say that, oh, this is the closest to our heart. So I totally understand why it's a little hard to pick one. So, but I the me personally, I came across Yonfala from that's how I was introduced to your songs, and I could really connect to the song. And recent Sugar song, this were all beautiful songs, and inspiration katale lemmo khore. How me like for ngane song regi atere zododa guitar chide gora gobang ngabiona. So Triboda, which instrument do you use to compose songs, and inspiration the song do the katale lemmo khore.
Yes, bro. No, that's a very beautiful question, and I think it depends. Sometimes uh, whatever you have in front, it works for you. Sometimes it doesn't. So when I have a guitar, maybe most of the time it's done on the guitar, and sometimes it's people don't really like sit down and write songs. It's one of those beautiful things that has to come to you more, and just like any other art, like given we talk about Picasso, uh, you know any other great musicians, writers. So everyone has a different style of working, and this industry is completely, totally irregular when it comes to scheduling up, and then setting up agendas for the next work that you're going to produce. So most of the time, it just happens. It just comes to me, and then I sometimes record it in a phone, then take it to the studio and convert it into a song. Sometimes jam it up with the guitar, and then make sure that tune is not forgotten. So talking of inspiration, I think it's not very difficult to find inspiration. We live in such a beautiful kingdom, great leadership, very kind, amazing people. We have such a rich story to tell to the world, and so I think the number one inspiration is living here in Bhutan, and living around this beautiful people, beautiful culture. and we have such a huge connection with our past. So I think that can be the number one, influence and inspiration. But at the same time, I also listen to a lot of Western bands, from Coldplay to heavy rock, like Megadeth, Children of Bodom. Those were like huge influence. And if I faintly remember, when we released Yonfula, we were in Coimbatore in India. So at that time, I think we saw some on YouTube or somewhere. You're beginning to also launch your career in singing, I believe. I remember how you were discussing with your friends about forming a band, and going back to Bhutan. So I think inspiration was there from every angle. Is it okay if I ask the question as well sometimes?
Yes, yes,
I'm not
yes,
really aware with the format of your.
yes. The Be Kind is all about being casual and breaking any sort of orthodox mentality. So, like, you can ask me anything, and I will also frequently ask you questions, and then sometimes we'll just go with the flow. Yes.
Definitely, definitely, bro. And I could just see a few of the comments. They're requesting us to do it in Dzongkha. So just wanted to let them know that since we have some people who are joining in from Sikkim, from Indonesia, and some friends all over the world. So I think I would just say that we can keep it in English and we can mix it up with Dzongkha as well.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds great. And okay, and Gachlo, uh, do, oh, by the way, yes, viewers, please have a bottle of water or a glass of water or a cup of hot water, whatever it is, but water it is. And because it is healthy, so be kind. One of my attributes about this show is me and guest and viewers, we drink water while we're conversing, as well as viewers. Please drink while you're watching it.
Mine's whiskey, by the way, bro.
Uh,
I'm just
you're
kidding.
pulling my leg. Water, right?
Yes, bro. Yeah, like you said,
Yeah.
we will like 90, 70, 80% of us human beings are water. So just like Tandin said, please
Okay.
drink as much as possible.
Okay, man. Thank you. And okay, so like COVID ki lockdown na lu charagi gajira bedo kore. Like things that you consider is productive. What are you pursuing during this COVID lockdown?
I've been reading, watching some good TV series as well, and
Mm.
at the same time keeping busy. Like as you said, productive. Been working on our album songs. We just launched our third album. So the first song, Wildflowers, was released like 2 or 3 months ago.
Mm.
So it's given this wonderful time to catch up on the rest of the remaining songs. So I'm writing the paragraphs, rewriting them again, checking on some new tunes, just trying to play around. How are you? How are you doing?
Me actually, Dover should say from 8 a.m. in the morning till 7 p.m. I'm doing my desk duties, and
Go ahead.
uh, from 8 I'm doing this live, and daytime the duty at the free do no baby. The whole objective of pursuing this program is because we can entertain the viewers while they are at home, locked in, and we can disseminate important information as well. So that is the whole objective of this program. And me and in between, when I'm getting time, I'm always trying to meditate.
Wow.
Do you meditate?
Not really, bro. Never
No, you
tried.
don't.
So yeah, yet to,
Right.
yet to.
You should. I feel that meditation is the best gift to oneself and others. When we get a
Wow.
hang of it, it is like an equalizer somehow.
Wow. Thanks for suggesting. I mean, no one even really suggested, so maybe I'll give it a try.
Give it a try, and
And
you can
that's
ask me if you want
that's
to.
wonderful. How do you get all this energy? I mean, you do day sub duty, a time for meditation, and then in the evening, do your online shows and then keep people engaged. That's great job.
Thank you, lah. And like meditation, this is it, but most people out there, viewers, look, meditation, so they think that is just sitting down in the a lotus key position and like sitting up straight and then like closing their eyes and visualizing. Yes, that is one form of meditation in my bala. But me, what I'm doing is I'm inculcate the theater I'm inculcating this meditation gi any views in my day-to-day life activities
Wow.
where it's all about just being aware in the moment. So like when I'm doing my duty and I'm walking around, I'm trying to be mindful of that present moment. So meditation the duty chigaranga lasiko sibetang mi kore. So that's why it's not very tiring. That's why it's not very tiring while I'm meditating. Matter of fact, it becomes more fun and becomes quite joyful. So people, viewers, please try to meditate. If you are going to meditate, viewers, Minju Rinpoche ki YouTube nalu videos are the best lah. So check it out lah.
Yeah, I think you just also answered, where you get all of your energy. I think it's from meditating. People, especially
Yes,
in
yes.
our industry, with this uh, free lifestyle, not really time for spiritual practice right now. So at this very early age, like you're very spiritual, getting this time, like looking inside, inwards. So I think that's where the energy is coming from.
Yeah, I think I think so. So people are requesting you to sing, man, but it's up to you. I respect your decision. So maybe later you can
Yeah,
like.
yeah, I'm okay. It's Tandin Sonam show, so whatever Tandin Sonam says, I'll do.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you, brother. And so, like, do you have a guitar nearby with you?
I am afraid no, no, right now.
Oh,
But I can
oh,
sing in a while. I can have the music ready.
okay, yes, that would be wonderful. So maybe in a while, sure, and the music
So
chida chiga ten katichana. Thank you.
of course, man.
And you, so viewers, you all are lucky. So Tani's gonna sing for us live. So that's going to be nice.
And by the way, I really love that song, the one you did. I think during the National Day or after the National Day. Uh,
Oh,
it has
Cooper,
this very catchy tune. It's
Cooper.
uh, I think it was the other one. Was it?
Me,
Did you release two recently?
the recent one is Cooper.
Okay, no, the tune goes something like this. Na 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 na
Oh,
na
Miwacho.
na na na. That's Cooper.
That's Miwacho.
Oh,
Miwacho.
Miyocho.
It was like before the first lockdown. So Cooper
Wow,
is like the recent one. Yeah.
that was
Thank
so
you.
beautiful. There was like really catchy tune, and then it has that amazing group. And like I told you earlier, I remember, I think we're like 3 or 4 years difference in our years of study. So when we were studying in Coimbatore, I think you were studying, you're forming a band in college more.
Oh yes. La.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
I'm a jack of all trade, master of none, and I've tried everything. Yesterday, JD was here with me as well, and I even tried back then, like in that field of rapping as well. And I was telling him the same, but I I think the younger generation, like you and himself, you guys are doing the most wonderful job, and I think you guys are keeping the tradition alive, and somehow you guys are contributing to the pillars of GNH in a very magnificent manner. So please keep doing what you're doing, and I think Gachilo Majara, as a Bhutanese, songs and films play a very vital role in keeping the tradition alive lah. Because hema tanti shuge do ma ngacha longenda shaptakara hema it's either the malamagi bedawa mo, but now achi ngacha
Yes,
na
true.
especially songs and Misty Terrace, how many songs you sing in a year more? And that also like all very not necessarily soothing ones and like songs that we can groove to, good ones. And then like honey songs are actually treasures to the nation, man, because somehow contributing in keeping the culture and tradition alive. So please keep up the good work lah.
Thank you very much. So so glad to hear that. I hope you're doing our part, but yes, like you said, I think songs and dance, I think they play a very special role in shaping a Bhutanese life, a distinct Bhutanese life. And to remember, I think our culture and tradition mostly being, transmitted orally. So we don't have written forms of music or most of what we call culture today. So I think songs and dance, they carry, rich histories in them. Songs and dance carry the great stories of how wars were fought and how societies, thrived against enemies. So songs and dance also tells us the stories of how, people celebrated uh, during their marriages, during their bountiful harvest, and how it also sometimes tells the sad stories of how people, cried, wept, and then the tragedies that encircles human life. So it's very true. Songs and dance, and in Bhutan, they come with rich stories, and they are one strong messenger of our history. So I can say the same about movies as well. By the way, how is the movie industry doing during this pandemic?
Movie industry did a collateral damage. Uh, Now missing it to an extent where so many people are affected because of this pandemic, and
So is there
but now,
plan B, like any alternative, what they've been doing for the last pandemic
uh,
year?
damn, sorry, 이게 폰디
Totally
아나마
fine.
비아시 코레. 아니 그치로 government of course 명하다를 뭐시까지래 로 아니베 기두기 원도 땅디기베 that 하람치루데로 아니베 especially the technical team the soluta 아니베 기두베 카스카님 하람치 잡주르율 명하다를 뭐시까지래 그래 도또 regarding films that is almost more than 20-30 feature films are like just stuck like this without being able to be screened in theaters. So yeah, so many lives are affected. But I think because of the blessings of His Majesty and the government of Bhutan, I think we can get through this. So
Nimbela. It has been a difficult year for everyone.
yes, la. And so you read a lot of books, it seems.
I'm not sure it would qualify as lots, but I keep. I've been reading since high school. So like, yes, I'm a literature fan.
Okay. And oh, by the way, you have your own signature thing. That's okay. I don't know. I might come across to you as offensive, but I don't intend to. My conscience clear. And then like, I wanted to ask about the signature hairdo. Like,
Yes,
yes.
totally fine. Please.
So, do you have like a specific story behind it, or like, yeah?
Not really. I always had curly hair. So, but we never got this opportunity to grow long hair because school it's not allowed. So we didn't even get the idea of how we would look until we finish high school. So I was in college, and then majo go down about opportunity top the look so try better than he state member so and it kind of looked good, so I was like I never changed animes. So that's it. No other special story.
I definitely dig it, lah. It's like I feel that especially like great minds have their own signature, and then like I think that is yours, and I think I look at it in a very optimistic manner, and a majority of the people do so. So, yep, man, I dig it.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. Good to share.
So let's talk a little bit about pandemic viewers, lah. Misty loe solde chipiwe koi katule sunyo viewers lo ni chi shugobe now the parolo de halamchi the second mass screening de guzube halamchi jamsa pa de la tele na timpuloe. I think we're going to do it now. So it doesn't mean that the risk is not there, and then like threat the toto zora mazola. So viewers, please tell your family and your friends to be very, very vigilant and cautious about whatever they do. Follow the government directives, lah. Misty, would you like to add some regarding this?
Yes, lah. Just like you said, I think the the I think the worst is not really over, lah. As much as we are blessed here with our great leadership, with the unity that we have, and uh, as His Majesty says, like small is beautiful. How easily we can, like disseminate information, execute our plans, and bring the nation together at one doorstep. So, but the worst is not really over right now. I think people said that 2021 was going to be different and a little better, but looking at how vaccines are developed around the world right now, and how people are like not really sure, because of the trial segment that's like not really over, and we cannot really be complacent right now and then say that it's over. So until we reach that secure door, I think it's best always to remember that, to keep distance, to keep by all the safety measures. So, but it doesn't mean that you have to be like so. What's that word for? Pessimistic. Yeah, pessimistic. Because 2020 was officially one of the most negative year of, for everyone else. So, but I think hope is a beautiful thing to cling on to, and as many people say, we can get through it together.
Yes. And because why me and Misty were repeatedly requesting the viewers is because we have the tendency to become a little lethargic about whatever we do, and I tend to forget a lot, and then I become complacent, I become lethargic. So the viewers no me, so that's why the viewers get a bit and
Of
we
course.
are not we're not trying to act cocky or trying to act like we know everything, but we are reminding viewers because being the humans we are, we become complacent and we become very lethargic at times. So just a reminder, so viewers, please be careful.
Exactly. Good to be reminded.
Yes. So man, Ed Sheeran or Pink Floyd?
Both lah.
Both actually. Even me, I follow Pink Floyd songs, like almost all the songs. Now, of course, I like Ed Sheeran. Like, of course, like Bhutan Naledichi Sharab, you're my personal favorite. And Ed Sheeran ki songs kaisa. What do you
Yes,
feel?
I think, but they belong to completely different, era of music.
Yes.
How
Yes.
it's performed, how music is distributed. So Pink Floyd, one of the greatest bands. How the concert is done. They have like great colors. How they do the stage setups and everything. And Ed Sheeran, of course, is the modern, right now the happening singer. But things have really changed. It's just the digital era. Ed Sheeran can do that same concert just himself on one stage with maybe, let's say, a computer or a guitar. That's his powerful force. He has everything. So yes, both wonderful legends of their different time. I'm a fan of both.
Okay, man. So, do you have anything specific in your mind that you like to talk about? We can do that.
Both. Not really. Maybe I'd like you to sing that song, my favorite song, which I couldn't.
No, no.
The
Oh, by
Miwang.
oh, I nearly forgot. We nearly forgot. Viewers get actually request whether sir repeatedly. Can you please sing a song for us? Thank you for
I'll
reminding.
just sing without any of the music, or just
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how well it can connect or be audible there. So did you see any particular song, or is it okay if I sing just any?
Any song, brother.
Yes. So I'll sing Nga Gia Mashi from our last album. It's the
Okay.
second song
All right.
after the
That's
shout.
beautiful.
Planning on. Chuyện tama dipji nga buleni jesi de be bonse chugi mala 나기야 마셰 내배병세 주기 말라 나기야 마셰 죄기 슈타라 교다 나야 불에 고갱고노 내배병세 주기 말라 나기야 마셰 내배병세 주기 말라 나기야 마셰. I'll keep it short.
Nice, nice, man. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice, man. Yes, like recorded pe beroe, like when I listen to it raw as well, without any music, it's so beautiful. Your voice, the texture, and everything. I'm very meticulous about everything, yeah. So I go to details. So like, I really love your voice.
Actually, it's been a longest time, without. I think it's the same for every other artist and singers as well, without getting on a stage and singing lah. So I think because there were no events, no concerts for the last, I don't know, and we definitely don't really sing much at home unless like you're writing a new song. So yeah.
Okay. Mapa Chugi Shaptasudi, all your songs are like written by yourself, right? Like
Yes, bro.
majority, or maybe like 99%, I guess, or maybe 100%.
I can say 100% lah.
Okay. Well, something about your songs are very creative and innovative. It's out of the box. Like even Kachilo, Chugi recent songs, the Hemagi songs, like Chugi Momentum, the Johnny Mindabate. Your songs, like you always like listen to your songs and like it's really nice. And like next time, whether he can keep up to that song, and then like you nail it, man. So
Thank
consistency
you,
and
bro.
it's legit, man. So keep it up, bro. Proud
Thanks,
Bhutanese.
bro. Good to know you like them lah. And I can say the same about you lah. So the movie industry, I think it's like really coming up. A long way to go, but still
Long, long.
it's like really coming up. So our local support is like really immense, and just like music and dance, it also contributes a lot to this culture and tradition. I think that's one element that makes everyone respect the movie industry and what you guys do.
Thank you. And so, viewers, like, do you guys want to listen to another song from Tanji?
I think they said one song from Keta, Tandin, Sonam.
No, me. I will like.
I have actually never heard you sing live.
I think like Toro Chugi Dongali did Tenige. I think I wouldn't have the audacity to sing in front of you, man. So, viewers, sorry,
Please.
but maybe next time when I have a guest friend who sings like Ngawatide Atsitsinamisimi and a bit Temashimichi Omdabin Tengela, Totodide since Tanji Misty is here. I think I won't have audacity to do that. So. But Misty,
Yes.
we would love to like listen to another song, bro. If you
Sure.
don't mind, can you please
Well,
sing another song?
it's
Thank you.
been a long time without singing, without climbing on a stage, without the stage lights hitting your face and grabbing that microphone. So I think we all miss it more. And so yeah, I'll sing. I think they said. Okay, there's Yuan Fuller, there's Lanningham. Maybe I'll go with Lanningham. Lanningham is a Shashop song. Do you speak Shashop?
Yes, a little bit, and I understand everything. I like talking in Shashub also, but yeah.
Do you know what Lanningham is?
It's about the moon, right?
Yes. Lanningham is exactly literally the moon.
God, I got it.
Last, I didn't know. Last, I'll sing maybe some paragraphs of Lanningham. 난 할라게 농마야 아이난 굴발라 아이장가 고초래 난툴 샤망기 난툴 샤망기 난 람니 동막감 난기 예마디 Kalula rumega nanda busong okay. Nanda busong okay. Thank you.
Nice, brother. Nice. Just your songs are quite poetic, man. Like, it's nice. Maybe I'm showering you with so many compliments that I might come across to you as being a little bit too cheesy. But these words are from the bottom of my heart, and you've always been one of my favorites. You'll always be, and of course, like to other singers and composers, do we keep watching our favorite email, but you've always been one of my favorites. So, and looking forward for many great songs henceforth too, brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I would like to believe myself as well that it's poetry sometimes, because I think it's the line between poetry and lyrics, and I think they're like very thin, and it's pretty hard to like tell which one is which. So I think they intersect very closely, very often. And I'm a huge fan of many other great poets as well. And to our surprise, I think Bhutan has some growing number of writers and poets as well these days. Did you see there's a poet society or a group, something? I think they write amazing poems, breathtaking lines. So I think you should check a
Oh,
few of them.
Some Meke Panjo once introduced me to that site. Kachina Chilla Bebe, he introduced me to it briefly, and then like, yeah, that's about it. But I would love to go check it out.
Totally, of course. Yeah.
And also, like, you write poems as well, like.
I have some books. Like I said, I've been writing since like 7, 8 years old, and some of them become songs today.
Okay, less, and so like Kachla, Aris, and Hemagi, I think you are like a any philosopher gi nature chi anyway touch chi yodo zuma tombechana like
Nowhere near that, bro. Nowhere near that. But
and
at least we tried.
Da Vinci, the Aristotle, Nalafat, Tianism.
Those.
No, I'm not. What I'm trying to say is, Ani, since you're an artist, I feel that Chigani philosopher gi ani mindset che yobzume thomme. I'm just giving an example. Of course, like we can never compare ourselves with them more. But I'm just saying that. Do you have that? Like, do you just like sit by yourself and then like think about life sometimes?
Of course,
I'm
life
getting
keep quality now sometimes. I think many of us do. We
what?
wonder, we question more. So yes, but uh, nowhere near philosopher or any kind of stuff. Just a singer trying to tell his story, and looking for the next inspiration for the next song. That's it.
So, okay, let's talk a little deep now, since I want to bring out the philosopher in you. What do you feel about life? What do you feel about life? Uh,
Well, here we go. I've never done that before, so I think I would love this session. So life, I think it's beautiful, and more than the beauty, I think it's mysterious. So it's designed to function mysteriously. People claim to know that they know everything. Religions claim to bring theories and then claim that this is right, and then this is the most accurate one. But I think uh, as centuries of philosophers, scientists, and uh, physicists, a lot of great minds of humanity, I think everyone's been trying to get to that big answer. But I think it's this life is designed to be mysterious and to function. No one's supposed to know. So I think there's beauty in that being mysterious. So I think for now that's my take on life. How
okay,
about you? What do you think about life?
life now, man, I can go on, and sometimes I was watching this documentary, and I was about Albert Einstein ki the theory E is equal to mc square equation, and
Yeah.
the 21st century world now, everything revolves around that equation, and he is like considered to be one of the most genius individuals to walk this planet. And at the end of his
Indeed.
life, he was trying to solve theory of everything, man. Basically, it's like he was trying to question himself about what life is all about. And I think he was looking so very much externally that he couldn't solve that theory. I think he Kwanebera Johnson over.
Imbel.
So for me, life would be like exploring uh, outside less and exploring within more. I feel that we can solve this theory of everything, and we can solve what this life is all about if we go within. And that I feel, Lord Buddha, like 2,500 years ago, I think his philosophy, this Buddhism, I feel that Buddhism is not religion. Buddhism is not cult. Buddhism is not just some conditioned term, but I feel that Buddhism, 2,500 years ago, Lord Buddha, it's quantum physics on another level, man, where he realized the theory of everything, the theory of life by going within. So, viewers, once again, please pursue meditation and try to spread happiness. So, yeah, that's my perspective on life, man.
Beautiful. Agreed. Sorry about that.
Uh,
Yeah.
Misty, so
Yes, bro.
you're in Timpo and Limo, bro.
Yes, bro. Simple.
Yeah, okay. So like regular days, Nalu, we haven't ever like crossed paths, and like so I was thinking like, do you go out sometimes? Like, where do you go? Like, Johnny, lockdown the Maumi Kapsu, before pandemic, should you hang out places, Katiram, or like when you go out, where do you go?
Really, are we going to discuss about our hangout places here today?
Yes, yes. But like,
Okay.
I want to barge in, and then like pretend that chukati juina mashes tap pechene beisas.
Come on, bro. And yeah, I think it's most of the time we usually hang out, like take a ride, not really stay in town much. Lah. And other times I'm busy hiking. Lah. I'm really, and like, football is one another thing. By the way, we played this nice game against the national team. That was our dream. Lah.
Oh yes. By the way, Misty is a good soccer player, and no, I mean Gyolo Lam Gyolo Dakchita Chechiba. And then they were saying like, oh, Misty is such a good soccer player as well because like when we were playing up against Tencho and all, of course like we got thrashed,
Yes.
but you did your part. You played well.
No, we all did our part. But that game was fun.
That was fun, man. We got thrashed, but we had fun.
So football is another thing. So yes, I think I'm like imagining sometimes when this big lockdown is over, when the vaccine is like finally in town, like it's proven safe for everyone, and everyone's like really okay and taking the jab. And now that we're leaving the pandemic year behind, so everyone wants to go out more than it's hard to like vacation, party, or then I think it's going to be a completely post pandemic world. Like many people, couldn't work on many other projects as well. There were projects that were, paused. There were meetings that were like, you know, cancelled. So I think I'm really looking forward to that post-pandemic world where we can uh, get on as normal. And we even are forgetting what normal is like. Well, it's been a while, living in this bizarre year.
um, Okay, Tanji, I think we want to listen to you once more, man, if it's okay with you. Perhaps
Sure,
you can
sure,
sing
of course.
another song for our viewers.
Yeah, I think I should sing our first song. I saw a couple of comments since the
Okay,
comments are just scrolling up. So this one's Yon Fulal.
okay.
I saw that you're playing volleyball. Volleyball is not really me. I think that's on you. Do you play volleyball? I didn't know you
Uh,
play volleyball that good.
uh, oh, is it? I think it. Okay, volleyball did nam se mich achire did tang mila, but like
But
I do a
I know
little
you're
bit of
very
it.
fit,
But
very fit. And I remember how you played against the Chenchos and
uh, Yontula.
So,
Oh,
mm, mm. It's hard to start a song because you can't decide which note you're on. You don't have the guitar inside you.
yeah, I
So you
totally
don't want to
understand.
go too high and then end up embarrassing yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Am I back on?
Okay. Yes.
Sorry, someone was just ringing me up.
Plus.
Lai xin không ye ra ye lo bum che ton di ha gui sem ga vi di lu la pi me job gi di to da che ra do che cha che ton ru sem go we nga da che gi tam chi du yon fu la le e to me to ba di Dami chuna kuwa fame mo Che si anzigi luma guda Ngume shapta temme giduhi La 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 Chögi gazım chögi mitogi ni duhi ausho nga mashewe zamni nagi auze bomra chö Sachini vini lam na lume chögi tari sa ye yasisa Dobalom da hangu michume Yun fulale eto meto badi Dami chuna kuwa fame mo Che si anzigi luma guda Ngume shapta temme niduhi Ngume shapta temme niduhi Thank you.
Nice, man. Good one. Good one. Like always. So I was wondering while you were singing the song, I was thinking to myself, like, what were you visualizing you when you composed it? For instance, I was my my version of how you compose is like you were driving by and then like you reached Yonfala and then like you were sliding the window down and like took out your hand and the wind is gliding through your fingers and did something like that happen or uh, where how did you compose it? Like, did you go through Yonfala? Did you have to go through Yonfala for you to generate this thought that okay, let me compose a song where Yonfalagi name is there, or you just were sitting at home and then it just struck you?
I passed through Yonfula many times because I was studying in Kaling Jigmisha, I believe,
Oh,
higher secondary school. It's wonderful 4 years, wonderful school. So they were like, and during vacations when I had to go to my hometown, so Yonfula was one, way that we had to take by the road. But literally, that's the song what the lyrics say about. So, but I think the real, I think that the meaning that we wanted to attach is, I think it's more like, you know, like detachment and then, going away. So that beautiful flower, no matter how beautiful it is, you pluck it from those high, pristine alpine mountains and then, it's more like life and you go down. And after a while, you have to throw it in that muddy river. The Changmichu is one of those muddiest river in the Isla because it's also supposed to be one of the biggest in Bhutan. So you have to throw there and then you have to leave it. So I think there's a touch of breakup as well. So there's a detachment. I think
uh,
it's open to interpretation.
okay. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. So like since we're talking about songs, like should you instrument the mostly guitar use bass demo while you're composing?
Yes, bro. Mostly guitar since we're in a band, and also it's when we go out performing. I think guitar is one very popular and one mostly used instrument all over the world. So it's also one of the most beautiful as well. Very handy. So guitar and piano always accompanies well, and then we add the violins in the studio, and drums is usually done in the studio. And talking of the instrument, I think recently we're seeing this great revolution of how instruments are used. The world is really moving towards digital music, and look at the Billboard charts, look at any other VR music charts today. All the top 100 musics doesn't even have guitar or any of the
Mm.
percussion instruments in them. They're like totally done by one guy on a computer on a software. So no offense to any of that, but I'm just saying, the world has really moved from acoustic instruments to digital. The digital synths, the digital EDM music, trance, everything, dance music has taken over. So I think it's inevitable how future is coming. Change is inevitable, not just in music. I think it's same in movies and other art forms as well. So digital
Mm.
music is like really taking shape, and recently we tried incorporating a bit of that digital music in one of our song, "The Wildflowers." It was produced by an American friend. He made the music. So Akira, if you're watching, many thanks. People are loving the music. So he did a great job giving us this the trans EDM kind of a track. And yes, so as artists, as singers, as musicians, we cannot like sit back and watch the world go by. We have to join that bandwagon. We have to get in and even try what's coming new. So I think we're planning to do that with the, but at the same time not forget our original genre, or original form of music, and also we're trying our best to incorporate Bhutanese instruments, Bhutanese traditional elements. So that's why we have this revival projects where we sing all of those. We bring up the wonderful Bedra songs, the almost forgotten, almost neglected and ignored Bedra songs in a modern contemporary, uh, form and taste. So that's done really well. We have received great support and comments from so many people. So we're planning to do some more of traditional revivals as well.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. And shout out to all your band members, very talented, all of them. So shout out. And tricky guitar, have it ever experienced a teardrop from your eyes while composing a song? Any song that meant so much to you that you shed a tear while composing it? Have it? Any
Yes, yes, few times I had those moments. Yes,
or is it like okay lah?
yes, a few
Mm.
times, because sometimes uh, you songs come to you. You write down. You spend your days, your months perfecting your art and trying to improve your story, trying to improve your melodies and tune before you let it out into the world. Because once you let it out, I think I'm speaking for every other artist in the world, maybe especially in eastern part of the world, in Asia, especially when we put our work out, I think we become very vulnerable, because we artists don't really have like ngayon ngotabi minuwala that total identity, that validity lah. Because doctors, let's say doctors, they have MD mo, kung 10 to well, kung doctor E 10 to is. Then we're talking about the barber, they have the license, sure, anymore, license terrible is. Then we have like teachers get their degree, and scholars have their PhD to show. But artists, naturally, we have nothing to show. There's like no validity. Like, I'm an artist and this is my artwork. You have to appreciate it. Then they terrible art is, there's no authentication. So every time we put our work, like even a painting, our songs, a movie, we put it out, we're like so vulnerable. There's this weakness because it's open to criticism. It's like at any time people can say like it doesn't make sense because we don't have anything to show. Of course there's bad press and good press, so I feel like it's this journey has been incredible. Like trying to live a life of a creator, of a writer, like bringing out your work, and it's inspiring at the same time. But I've realized that it's a really vulnerable spot.
Well said, man. And
How do you
oh,
feel? How many movies do you act in a year? I, by the way, I heard that you're the number one most paid actor in Bhutan. Is that true?
um, uh, if I say yes, I will.
It's
I might
true.
sound
It's true.
a little arrogant, but right now, thanks to the viewers and supporters that producers willing to pay what I'm asking, so I'm grateful, man. So
You are.
movies, I do 4 to 5 movies in a year, man. Hema before pandemic
Wow.
hit it, and one time I yeah 4 to 5, or maybe one time six as well, but. But henceforth today at the COVID-19 DGB plus I have I'm running a small private legal firm and I'm working as a private lawyer. So I have
Nice.
few cases in hand. So I think I will be only doing like 2 films, and I'm doing this Belden Druba show. Please, when you're free, I would want to invite you to perform on my live show. It's called Belden Druba. It's just like The Voice and Drug Superstar. So
Sure. I'll be
another
there.
free main chief guest chi bobe chule performance request beja go besawa. When you're free, man, that is when you're
No
free.
trouble. I'll just come to sing lah, not as a chief guest lah.
No, but every thing na episode na lo ani chu malu sing chi bebe ya ngacha chiga you'll have to grace us as a main guest. So chu free up chiga I will
Okay,
give you a
love to
buzz,
meet.
man. Yeah.
So it's going to be like a talent show or just a singing or dance?
Though the majority of shows who singing in the Vala, and they have their own charm. I genuinely applaud them. But mine is like the top 10 singers from all 20 Zongkak, top 10 group dancers from all 20 Zongkak, and top 10 any other talent, which includes comedians and aspiring actors and actresses and mimicry artists.
Wow.
All talent, man. All talent.
That's wonderful news lah. That's wonderful news.
Plus. Sorry, I just received a call. I'm so sorry.
That's no worries, no worries, please.
Misty, it's been 1 hour. So like, actually, Shaptachi Toro Tesubachi, that's up to you. But Shapta Montenroy viewers, Lu, if you have any departing words to convey, so
Oh, so that's our session
why
is about to
wildflowers ki Shaptachi Tenroy Ganime Mewa Mapa Sachi.
well, it's one of the songs that will like really need the music setup. It's the
Oh, yeah.
digital idiom kind of a song. So maybe I'll end with Dawamo. I saw a couple of
Oh,
comments out
Dawamo,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dawamo, yeah.
it's a
Yes.
song from Highland. Yeah. Achochogi inalu nimyaha sashanido dagi chimle chujoda ogi chimna ngakaja chugi mindi ngamishe dawamura imzumdu chegiya agam chiye 주고 주종바죠 오도가 로디나네 조고마노 다와모 가첸기 다와모 주기지 무마모 주기자림벤 무마메 I think our time is up. So better keep it short.
Man. Nice, man. Nice. It's really sweet of you. And so many vibrant emojis popping out, man. So I think the viewers are really enjoying it. And thank you so much, Misty. And
Thank you.
let's do it on Facebook as well. Maybe after 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know.
Turbo, definitely.
Facebook na
It's,
viewers different though.
that's double. This was fun. This was fun.
Uh, okay lah. Misty, if you have any departing words for. Oh, by the way, shout out to our champ. He's saying Tan Sonam and Misty. So shout out to our champ Sangat Trim.
Thanks for watching that.
And yes, and now since we are okay, he's got something to. Let's go, man, Misty. Maybe he's got
Yeah,
a request to you, our champ. And
I have.
I hope
I
you're
think
not. I hope
my,
you
my
should allow
comments
me to.
are. Yeah. No, no, I can go on. My comments are like stuck. I don't know if they're like not moving at all. Maybe some issues with the internet. I can't see any of the comments. Maybe let me try.
Hey, oh yeah, Misty. Sorry, man. My and our champ, Sangeet Tringi, personal request. Sayum Sachi Tenalo before you leave. So that would be really
Okay.
nice if you could sing
No,
Sayum. Thank you.
last, last. Sayum. Sayum Giyumitsu Machulugawi Samdi Luntu Gipamitsu Machulugawi Sam Lagunuru Lamatsu Wachilugawi someday Shegonoru Shematsu na 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 I lo name ni kisam I lo name bungi kisam ha 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 ha. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Misty. That was for you, champ, and all the other viewers. I hope you guys like it. I definitely loved it. I'm sure everybody's loving it because like you're getting so many hot signs, man, my brother.
Sorry for mistaking the lyrics. It's been a while. I've been like singing not that song, but any other song as well. So the lyrics is just no.
You sang beautifully, brother. And so yeah, it was fun, man. I didn't know how time passed. And Gachalo, if you have that Jura, that Misty Chikatule, would you like to conclude
Yes.
with a few words for the viewers?
So good luck with the remaining other episodes of Be Kind.
Thank
So
you.
I think you've been really, excuse me, you've been really promoting, kindness and I learned as learned from today, like looking inward, spirituality. So this has also been a session that I learned a bit. So thank you for having me here, and we could do this more on other platforms as well, like you said. Talk more about our industry, about how we could possibly go into the new future where artists, filmmakers, and actors, all could like really do it equally well with all the things that are changing, in and around the world. So, and to all those who've been watching, thanks for watching, and just wanted to let you know that our second song of the new album is coming out. Is it okay if I take this time to even
Yes,
do a little bit
please.
of promo, little bit
Please.
of promotion?
Please, please, La.
Okay.
This is always a good catalyst.
Yeah, maybe because I just wanted to share, maybe if people are waiting for a song. So we have a second song that's coming out uh, this February. It was supposed to be January, but due to this lockdown and everything else, so
Nice.
this February our second song is coming up. Really value your support, and thank you for being there. Thank you for listening to our songs and music. And Tandin Sonam here. I'm a huge fan. He's a senior, and I grew up listening to his plans of forming bands, and he has done really well with our local movie industry. No wonder he's the most paid, most handsome actor in our industry, and
Oh,
my
that's very
huge
sweet of you.
appreciation. editing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Misty. I'm like, Shara Mapal, not only you are a very talented and very popular artist. It seems that we haven't conversed properly before, but by the looks of it, you are very kind, uh, externally as well as internally. I am grateful for your generous words. I felt it very genuinely because you meant it genuinely. And before you leave, there's one thing that we do on Be Kind. It's like at the end of a show, me and the guest and the viewers collectively we pray for 10 seconds for beneficial of all sentient beings, man. So can we do that, bro, for 10 seconds?
Sure, bro.
Okay. Viewers, there, kara malam tapna la. Muchi chikha kara idono la. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, go la. All right. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. And
That's strange. Yeah.
yes, we'll do it on other platforms as well soon. I'll get in touch with you. I'll buzz you on your gadget, man.
Sure, bro. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Have a
Misty.
lovely
I'll see
night.
you around.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
Oh, Lasso, that was Misty, and it was fun interacting with him. And he sang a couple of songs, beautiful voice, kind heart. I'm glad, like.